telling you, I think this is going to be the only home tour that starts in the lift. My name is Charles Goy, I'm from the White Tea. And today, we're here to show you this executive apartment in the Toh Guan area, the Jurong East area. And I'm telling you, this is so rare. In the last 6 months, only 15 units were transacted. And I can't wait to show you this unit today. Let's go. So, just a little bit of history about this executive apartments. They were started to build about 1980 because people wanted to upgrade from 5-room flats but couldn't find anything. They couldn't afford the private houses. So the government built these executive apartments and executive mansionettes, and now this exact place was built in 1997. As you can see down here, it's really private. Nobody's going to walk past your house unless they want to come. Let me show you the apartment now. I'm going to show you this place TWT style. So as all of you know, I'm a numbers zealot. I always go details. So we're going to go big to small and small to big again. This place, 1561 square feet. You cannot imagine how big the space is. If you look over here, this wall is almost 9.4 meters long. And when you see this width, 6.1 meters, close to almost 600 plus square feet, enough to fit a 2-bedder condo inside. Now, specific to this stack and this unit, if you look over here, there is no balcony. So which means, typically there will be a balcony here, and that means that you got the entire space that you can use for internal usage. And this is something I really have to share with you. Because of the facing of the unit, this is actually facing southwest. The sun actually comes in this direction, but if you look over there, when the sun sets until about 5 plus, it's going to get blocked by this block over here, which means that you do not get the evening sun. So a lot of people ask me, Charles, what's the difference between a 5-room flat and an executive apartment? The difference is that for EAs, you actually have a separated living room and a dining area. So if you come over here, the entire dining area is so big. You can even build an island over here. And what's the good thing about this is that with an island comes storage actually below it. But this is not the only thing about this unit. The dining area is actually even bigger. This is all storage. Storage. And because of the design, the owner has actually shifted the fridge from inside the kitchen to outside in the living room. Now onto the kitchen. If you look at the floor plan of this unit, right, you can actually see a 45-degree angle, but it's missing here. So what the owner did was to cleverly build this wall over here, and that actually became a storage comes mid-room over here. Now, not only that, a secondary effect of building this wall is it actually makes the kitchen a very regular shape. Now, the owners also thought through this entire process because this is only 1.8 meters here, and they didn't want to waste this space over here, so they built a half-depth cabinetry, just about 360 mm, so they can maintain this 1 meter walking space, enough for one person to wash, one person to prepare, and another person to be cooking simultaneously. Now let's move on to the rest of the unit. In the living space over here, you actually have a study which they tore down the wall, and this becomes extremely versatile. What do I mean? This can actually be an office in the day when you close up for privacy, but once the work day is done, then you can open up and you can join your family for the entire living area over here. Everything in this house is so big. This is one of the common bedroom. It's over 4 meters long and almost 3.4 meters wide. So this, if you want, you can actually put 2 king beds in this room. but of course what most people would do would be to actually build a wardrobe just about 600 to 700 mm, followed by a queen or king size bed that measures about 1.5 to 1.8 meters, and you still can have a study area over here, very spacious. But what is very particular about this UEA is that actually inside the wall, HDB actually built some storage solution, and this is actually quite deep, about 30 to 40 cm, so you can really put books, toys, a lot of things can go inside, and you got an entire row over here. Now, if we were to explore the width, if you realize that it's quite wide over here, so some people might actually want to fully utilize the space to actually build maybe a half-depth cabinetry over here, just to run the entire length of the room so that you can have even more storage areas. So what's even better is that the other room over there is actually the same configuration, so siblings do not have to fight on which room to choose. You will not be disappointed by the size of this master room. 4.1 meters by 3.6 meters, where I just came out from close to almost 800 mm deep wardrobe. Down here, you can put a king bed, super king, California king, everything is possible, and still have walking space over here. Another thing that was done by the owners was something very good, is that the toilet door used to be down here, right in front of the bed. And what they did was actually to shift the toilet over here so that the bed wouldn't be facing the toilet door. Now, in terms of amenities around the unit, you're actually situated just about 5 to 10 minutes away from the Jurong East interchange. What this means is that you have actually Westgate, Jam, IMM. I think there are over close to 50 restaurants in a 1.5 kilometer radius. Now, if you're driving, the AYE and the PIE are both very close to the unit, just about 5 minutes drive either way, and you can reach the entire Singapore. If you're still here, thank you for joining us on this home tour today. If you want to learn more about this unit or want to see how the numbers work out for you, contact me today. I'm Charles Goy from the White Tea, and I look forward to seeing you on our next tour. Bye. 3, 2, 1. Call this number.